So I'm excited about the Scooby meeting, I think. What's it about?
I'm not sure. Probably just your garden variety disaster.
I thought one of the biggest problems with Earth Song Live is trying to condense it into 90 seconds. Michael Jackson gets a good
He builds it up.
He gets time
like
to build.
8 minutes.
It's a long song,
long
and you're building towards the anger and towards the urgency of it. But were you shocked to hear the critique that the problem was that it's not a well-known enough song? Because to me, it was the jaw-dropper of the season. I was like, come on now, come on.
You got to think about that when you're choosing your songs. We talked about this last week, about choosing the hit records, choosing songs that everybody's going to respond to.
I'm not going to lie, it was very shocking and a little depressing to get that kind of feedback on it. First of all, on a song that was my inspiring song. It stands for something so great and something so powerful that we really need to be reminded of. And getting that, I was like, oh, man.
These are the things that I didn't like about what you did.
Darn it. Like, I was trying to get there, and it didn't work.
To me, it confused me with who you are as an artist.
And I had a feeling that they might cut me up about this too. Honestly, the 3 songs that they gave me the most flack about, I'm like, if they cut me up about this, that's gonna be something really, it's gonna be a shame.
It felt like to me you were screaming, you were at the top of your range. To sing that song at the end like the great Michael Jackson did, you'd have to have notes at least a fifth or an octave above that to be able to really go there with those kind of R&B chops. It's just not your vibe.
That's at the top of my range.
I think people should at the very least, go check out the iTunes recording of it, because to me it's sublime.
Is it?
It really is sublime.
Thank you. I didn't really
You haven't listened to it
no.
yet? You gotta go and download it. You know, spend your $1.29. It's a $1.29 well spent.
Well,
I'll give you
$1.29
when we're done here. You must have it on your iPod.
You needed to be singing runs at the end. I felt like you were just screaming at the end the same note over and over.
You were getting tweets, David Cook, Adam Lambert, Melinda Doolittle, major contestants from seasons past, Tom Hanks. People were angry about how you were being treated.
My opinion is, I didn't like it. I thought you were screaming. I thought it was a bad song choice.
I know, you broke your arm.
Got another.
It wasn't so much that you were getting critiqued, because, you know, obviously there are great moments, there are not so great moments. It's okay for the judges to give feedback, but they felt like at a certain point you were the only person who was getting negative feedback. Everyone was like, emotionally perfect, awesome, in it to win it.
Nothing to judge there, really.
And the interesting thing was we heard a lot about so-and-so's record or so-and-so's concert.
Now you're showing us where you could go as an artist and the type of record you could make. We just saw both sides of a Scotty concert.
You never got a comment from them where they talked about life after Idol, where they talked about what your potential might be as an artist.
It was a good round for you. Good round for you.
And I think these are subtle cues to say, you are crashing a party that you have not been invited to, and it's time for you to go home. And would you please go home? And why are you still here, you know, at the piano, hanging out and having a good time at the party? You're supposed to be home. Did you start feeling like you were crashing a party, or that you were getting that message? I know it's hardcore to talk about this, but
no,
not hardcore, but it's probably uncomfortable to talk about it sometimes.
It's all right, because you're being real. What you first brought up, the fact that it's not a song people know, it's sad that has to be the excuse. I felt, you know, that was a big reason why they weren't fully on my train, my soul train, because I wasn't doing everything that's now, and I'm sorry that I'm not fully, like, just from this generation, but I have a lot behind me. No matter what, it's cool enough that I got to 3 from America's Vote. Getting this far, I mean, I'm glad, you know, at least people listened.
And you had I Who Have Nothing to follow it up with. Talk a little bit about working with Gaga.
She is awesome. She made her point that she came in there to be a mentor, not a judge. She was there for words of encouragement, and that's what she did.
I'm not interested in judging them. I'm here purely to be a friend. I just want to give them senses of inspiration and confidence and help them bring out what's really special about them.
I like people that you walk into a room and you know that they're already treating you as an equal, especially after you've sang to them and you're getting all this good vibes that are just feeding off of each other.
It's perfect for her.
She's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Really nice things like compliments from her. It was really cool. And her being excited about me doing a song that isn't even released yet. We jammed a little on it, and she was into it.
So you had a little talk about the previous week's performance then on You and I.
I will have nothing. I will have no one.
Now, obviously, tackling I Who Have Nothing, major moment for Jordan Sparks in season 6, probably her defining moment that season. So when I heard you were doing it, I was like, oh man, I don't know about this.
After I said yes, and then they told me, and I was like, oh darn.
You took it in a different direction. I always thought Jordan's version was a young girl who's been spurned by her love and she's heartbroken. You were a little more stalkery about it. It was like, you know, you're kind of there, pressed up against the window pane for real. Like maybe he should be getting a restraining order. There was that loony drama to it.
Definitely. I have a knife, and I will use it. That song needs some psycho in it. But I could only watch you win. My love's pressed up against the window.
That week, they also spoiled the fun of seeing what you were going to wear for that performance.
True. Let me have the rest of the contestants out on stage with us for just a second before we go to break.
Melinda Doolittle and I were discussing it, and she was like, I was mad because we got to see Haley's dress before she performed.
True.
But you got the extra additional critique piled on you right before you went on stage.
That was fun.
I think it's a tie between Scotty, James, and Lauren. Round 1.
Did you cry? They showed you cutting to break and you turned away, and I was like, I think Haley might have cried.
Nobody's seen me cry, man.
Okay.
So you can guess, but I was very upset about it.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Who's the best? Everyone but
cool,
you.
Thank you. Very, very, very interesting.
It's got to be hard to be composed though, because there's getting emotional in a performance and feeling it, and then there's like getting hit with a 2x4,
right.
and then being like, hey, go out and sing.
I had Ray Chu come back there, give me some encouraging words, and say, you know, like, now you just got to do what you do.
Bring us to the vessel. Take us now.
I tried to hold it together. And right before that, actually, the dress, it's funny that you should mention it. I was wearing something completely different. A second beforehand, they're like, we want you to change it. So I changed it. But I was really into it. It was a white leathery dress that was completely tight and had these like shoulder pads. It was so tight. It had a black flower thing and then just a long train with the legs all cut out. Very Spanish looking. Really? I loved it. But I guess it was a good thing to change it because I was so contained. I needed to like... With this, I probably would have even felt like more like I can't breathe because I couldn't anyways. Right. And after getting that kind of feedback, I was like, okay, it's time to... Darling, it's
You can't last much longer.
You can. We are forever.
Oh, who goes there?
Us, of course. Who'd you think?
Oh, well, then that's okay. Okay, who, may I ask, are you?